Welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining in. So guys, today in this video, we are actually going to look into price action of Bitcoin with the help of the CPR indicator. It's been several days since we have talked about the CPR indicator, so I think right now it's a really good time. So guys, now let's start this rapid fire analysis. So if we look at the price action of Bitcoin right now, we talked about this scenario. Price looked bullish when it found support around the price level of $10,000, and I showed you with different example. But today we are not going to look at that scenario. Why? Because we are going to include this CPR indicator. And for those people who have recently joined my channel, video regarding this CPR trading strategy is pinned in the comment section down below, so feel free to check it out. So now let's start this analysis by looking at this monthly pivots. Okay guys, we are going to go monthly first, weekly, and then we are going to look into daily. So let's start this with monthly CPR. So if we look at the price action of Bitcoin in a daily time frame with the help of this monthly CPR, guys, you can see the green line above are the resistance line and the red line below, those are the support area. This in the middle is the central CPR, above is the top CPR, and the lower line is the bottom CPR. So you can look this as a CPR lines, and each line here, this represent 1 month. So in this case, this CPR here is for the April month, this CPR line is for the May month, and so on, right? June, July, August, and September. So now you can see guys, I told you when you see this kind of rising CPR or so-called ascending CPR, what to look for. In an ascending CPR, our target level has always been R1 level, right? Because we can see when the CPR is an ascending CPR making higher highs, our target level has been reached most of the time. You can see here R1 target level for April got reached, R1 target level for May, you can see here, boom, this target level got reached. So here again for June, target level reached. So here also you can see we had a really nice pump, right? Our target level got reached. And also here from August, we were talking about time and again when the price was around the CPR level, I said to you guys, hey, this R1 level is completely open and there is a high possibility for price to actually test this R1 area. And you can see what happened. We had really nice pump, price came at that level and then again back to the CPR level. So now you can see in our case, since this is also an ascending CPR, there is a high possibility for price to actually get attracted towards the CPR line and then test this target level of R1 area. This R1 target level is completely open. I mean, there is a high possibility for price of Bitcoin to come around this R1 level of monthly CPI, which is around 12,500 area, guys. So you can see right now, if you look at this price action of Bitcoin right now, let's delete all the drawings and look at only this price action here, guys. You will notice that I told you on my previous video, right? Why the daily candle must close above the 10,600 level. You can see exactly why I was talking about that now. This here, the red line is the monthly support level. This here was the monthly R1 level, resistance level, which is our target area until the end of this month. So you can see this line here to the downside was exactly at the 10,600 level. So now you can see this 10,600 level was a support line. And you can see when the daily candle also closed above it, we had a really nice candle which took us almost to 11,000 price level, isn't it? Now you can see the price is also above it. And what happens in this case when the price, after going below the S1 area and again coming above the support level, it usually gets gravitated towards the CPR line. So in this case right now, our target level is going to be this monthly CPR area, which is around this 11,500. So this here is right now where we are currently focusing, because the price has clearly closed above the monthly support line, right? You can see it very clearly. And also let's make this bit interesting. You can see here, this was the monthly support line, this 10,000 price level. Okay, so now what we are going to do, we are going to switch the time frame into 4-hour time frame. The CPI is going to remain exactly there. This is a magic of the CPI. This CPI is not going to change when we switch the time frame from daily to 4-hour or even like 15-minute time frame, right? So what we need to do, we are going to switch the CPI line now, not the monthly. We are going to look into the weekly pivots. Okay, so if you look at this here with the help of this weekly pivots, right? So you can see this blue line, just like with the monthly CPR, this is also a weekly CPR. The top weekly CPR, the bottom weekly CPR here, and the central weekly CPR, right? So now you can see the price right now is actually finding support at the weekly R1 resistance level. That was also exactly at this 10,600 level. You can see this green line exactly at that area, right? So now you got two support at that 10,600. one with the monthly support area, and now here in a weekly time frame, this here is our R1 level, so resistance line. So where we are heading right now, guys, you can see very clearly this here is our second target level, which is at 11,000, and again here to the upside, this is our R3 resistance line, 11,400 to 11,500 area, where our monthly CPR is. Guys, that's what can be seen right now looking at this CPR area. So to the downside, you can see this 10,600 is our strongest support. That is clearly seen. And you can see to the downside, this 10,600 is our very, very strong support. So what we are going to do now, we are going to switch the time frame again from 4 hour to smaller time frame. You can choose the 1 hour time frame or 15-minute time frame. Let's go for 15-minute time frame, right? So, but now we are also going to switch the CPR from weekly CPR to daily CPR. Right now you can see I changed the time frame. I went from daily to hour, and now we are looking in a 15-minute time frame. So look at this, guys. Right now this is a narrow CPR for a daily analysis, right? And this narrow CPR usually indicates, hey, today is going to be a trending day. So now you can also see how the price is moving around this particular level, and with the help of this daily pivots, the price is struggling to break this daily R1 level. You can see that very clearly. The price after reaching this area, you can see here, right, found rejection, and again rejection. So you can see why we are struggling around this price level, right? And let's look to the downside, guys. Let's look at this target level. So if you look at this CPR level, to the downside, this was the support level, right? This here, this yellow line here, those are our monthly support level S1, and this here was the weekly R1 level. So you can see this area has a very, very strong support, and that's the reason we can all see price after reaching this particular area, they are finding support, and also price is consolidating around this area. This is very, very easy to understand if you use this technique regarding the CPR. So if you can see this kind of thing, that can help you a lot while trading, because now you can also see we are looking at this area, which is exactly around 11,100 area, right, in a daily time frame. So this is how we take step-by-step analysis with the help of the CPR. So to the downside now, let's look at this downside. You can see this here is the daily CPR. So this daily CPR is going to be a support, because you can see here price after coming back to the CPR, we found a support at that level, and then price started heading to the upside, right? You can see that very clearly. So now this to the downside, this yellow lines, these are our support level around this 10,600 and 10,700 area, because we know exactly at that level we have a very, very strong support. So if the price fails to break to the upside, it's going to come back here. We know that 10,600 is our very, very strong support level, and so if the price is going to consolidate around this area, we won't mind, because we know that this support area is a very, very strong support area. Looking this price action in a smaller time frame, in a 4-hour time frame, also in a daily time frame with this pivot line. And also, guys, if you go back to our previous analysis, we can also see one very, very interesting scenario what actually unfolded just like what we have predicted, right? So let's switch the chart. You can see, guys, this here is Bitcoin USD in an hourly time frame, right? So if you look at this scenario, this here I haven't changed anything. Why? Because you can see here on my previous video we talked about this possible price movement around this resistance level. So we said, hey, the price would be making this particular movement, and I showed you. And look at this price structure right now, guys. This is pretty much similar to what we were predicting, right? And also look at this price movement right now. This is indicating, hey, our target level with CPR, we saw that where it is, right? But also looking at this Wyckoff's accumulation phase to the upside, you can see this here is our target area right now, okay? And also we know this another second target layer, which we were like talking about with the previous example, is going to be around this 10,500 area, guys. So around this particular level, this is where the price is getting gravitated. This is our final destination for now. Looking at this price action with the help of this Wyckoff analysis, and also with the help of this CPI indicator. But we still know that R1 level, which is around 12,500, is still open. So we are also going to focus that until the end of this month. But if the price actually fails and comes back to retest this support line, no problem, because I told you this line here, you can see exactly is at 10,600 price level, and we know looking through the CPR, this 10,600 now is a very, very strong support. So guys, that's why now we are getting like confirmation that 10,600 is a very, very strong support with the help of the CPR, the daily, the monthly, and also with the weekly CPR, and also with this Wyckoff accumulation phase. We are seeing that the price could actually get gravitated towards this target level of 11,400, 11,500. And for now, if the price fails and comes back to retest this level, we also know that 10,600 is going to be a very, very strong support. So this is what I actually wanted to share with you in today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If so, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button and the bell if you're watching this for the first time. And also for those people who have recently joined my channel, guys, the link regarding this CPR trading strategy video will be pinned in the comment section down below. So feel free to check it out. So by saying this, I'm signing off. My name is Anup. Bye-bye.